Y'all, this man right here, right there, he is a registered sex offender. He essayed a 12-year-old in Florida, and of course, when he moved to Georgia, he had to register here. Now, it is alleged that he impregnated a 15-year-old girl that worked under him at McDonald's. And the mom is suing McDonald's because she's like, how do you have a whole registered sex offender working there? Because especially when most employees at fast food restaurants are teenagers and mostly children patronize these places, okay? Come on now. He is saying, because he did talk with a news reporter, he's saying he didn't essay anybody in Florida. He took the rap for somebody else. And he's saying this girl lied to him and said she was 17 and that he left McDonald's.
For money for a 16-year-old who needs it now that she has a baby by a former McDonald's manager and convicted sex offender who allegedly fathered the child when the young woman was underage, but also in hopes it can prevent this happening to someone else. We begin with her mom.
Oh, God. My heart broke so many places, so many ways.
The mom, who says she wants us to hide her face to protect her daughter, says that daughter was excited to suit up in the uniform of a McDonald's employee at just 15 years old, but now she's bringing suit in her daughter's behalf after the mom alleges a convicted sex offender working in management at the McDonald's
I was infuriated.
impregnated her child.
I thought he was vetted, but come to find out he was a registered sex offender.
The suit is against McDonald's Corporation, McDonald's USA LLC, and two firms that suggest are affiliated with the McDonald's franchise located at 4638 Atlanta Highway, Loganville. It alleges McDonald's employees across the country, many of them teenagers, are telling stories of routine and severe sexual harassment and abuse.
There's a number of these cases around the country.
And suggests in February 2021, the young woman at the focus of this case was 15 years old when she applied for employment at what she understood was Loganville McDonald's, and in about August 2021 started her employment. The suit suggests she was subordinate to who she understood was a manager, trainee, or supervisor of the Loganville McDonald's, Jamira C. Sampson. We found Jamira Sampson on both Georgia and Florida sex offender sites. The Florida entry lists lewd or lascivious molestation, victim 12-15 years old, and what looks like lewd, lascivious battery, sex with victim 12 to 15 years old. Plaintiff's attorney Mel Hewitt says Sampson was convicted years before he was hired by the Loganville McDonald's, and he was on the sex offender registry when hired. You're not against convicted felons getting work.
No. No, I'm really not.
The suit suggests that Sampson allegedly began sexually assaulting the young woman at the workplace, in the parking area, and in other locations off the Loganville McDonald's property.
He began grooming her, ended up getting what certainly everyone's going to claim is consensual sex, but she's 15 years old.
She's not legally able to consent.
She cannot, not in the state of Georgia.
I have a beautiful grandson.
We got a statement attributable to Tiffany Bull knew about his background, but an individual who got him hired at the McDonald's did know. He said allegations he messed with a young woman at the job where there were cameras are a lie. He indicated he did work as an assistant manager at McDonald's in Loganville, but he ended up leaving that McDonald's because allegations were going around about him and two young women, and considering his background, he did not want to risk getting in trouble. He suggested a young girl who worked at the Loganville McDonald's lied to him about her age, telling him she was 17, but he did not have a relationship with her or anyone underage. He says though there are two charges listed in the lawsuit, both came from one case, and he's been hardworking and has stayed law-abiding since his